Hey guys, Neomis here. Now for today's video I want to talk about the North London derby, but first I'll be giving my final thoughts on the game in the Europa League against Rapid Vienna. That's right, Arsenal 4, Rapid Vienna 1. Some really good performances from the likes of Maitland-Niles, Cedric Soares, Lacazette and Reiss Nelson that I do need to talk about. Also North London derby, who's going to be in the starting lineup? Who's going to score? Boy, we damn sure need this. And I know a lot of Arsenal fans are nervous, but it's time to get pumped, Arsenal fans. Let's stop being negative, let's get positive, and let's back the team. But until I go through all of that, do remember, leave your comments below. Remember to continue to like and subscribe. Remember, hit the thumbs up. It does help to support the channel. Now, let's get started. So let's firstly talk about the game last night against Rapid Vienna. That's right, Arsenal won 4-1 in a really good performance. Such a positive performance from yesterday's game. I mean, obviously we knew we were going to beat Rapid Vienna, but it was always a matter of what would the scoreline be. I think I called like 3 or 4-0, but it managed to be 4-1 in what I think it was 4 saves it took for Rapid Vienna to score a goal. A double block by Kolasinac, a save, 2 saves by the goalkeeper, no, 1 save by the goalkeeper, and 1 kind of ricocheted off another Arsenal player. But you know, it is what it is. But I just want to highlight certain plays from that game before I really go into the North London derby, which is a massive game to come. But firstly, I gotta talk about Lacazette. He's someone who I've criticized many times on this channel, feeling that he is not good enough. But he came out and he performed, really well in today's game, and I have to give him a massive props from the performance that he put in today's game, or yesterday's game. Playing in that deeper number 10 role, I thought that he performed admirably, created a chance, took a great goal, and actually looks like a reborn player. And I do hope that he does get more chances, maybe in that role, because he hasn't been great as a striker. The build-up team play that Arsenal had kind of going forward, particularly with Eddie Nketiah's goal, I thought was tremendous. I mean, I haven't seen Arsenal play that well in such a long time, and it's a shame that we don't see that kind of behavior from Arsenal a lot more. It's something that I want to see from us on Sunday going forward, but we'll have to see. But great goal from Eddie Nketiah, the passing move from the team, Kolasinac, Lacazette, Pepe, Reiss, who I thought was fantastic yesterday. Reiss Nelson obviously starting the game, came off, well, I think about 60 minutes in, so I hope that's a sign that he's playing in the North London derby. Had a really good game as well, trying to create lots of chances, getting in some great scoring positions. And even for Eddie Nketiah's goal, he could have gone and tried to take the shot himself, but chose to give it up front for Eddie. Really good mentality player, team player in Reiss Nelson. So I really like to see that from our Arsenal players. So really good performance from Reiss, and I hope that he does get a chance on Sunday against our Spurs. Another player I gotta talk about is Cedric Soares. Now, I know he's not the most glamorous signings, but he's a good, solid signing, and he was pivotal towards Arsenal creating a lot of the chances that they had against Rapid Vienna. And strangely enough, Arsenal had 11 shots on target. It's the most that Arsenal have had that I read today since for the past 2 years against Cardiff, where we won 3-2 with actually a Lacazette goal. That just shows on how bad we've been kind of going forward, how we've been so reliant on Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. And it was just really good to see Arsenal find their feet, find their motion. And I gotta say, with all the players that did well yesterday, Maitland-Niles I thought did incredibly well. We saw the return of Callum Chambers and Pablo Mari. Such a really good overall performance. Now, I hope some of these players get to play in the North London derby, and this is where it really gets start talking about like the big business. Reiss Nelson, I want to see. Maitland-Niles, I want to see. Even though I don't think any of them will start, unfortunately, probably except for Reiss Nelson. I think let's kind of jump into starting lineup. I think Reece Nelson will be on the right with Aubameyang up top, and then Bukayo Saka on the left in kind of like the trident three. I think he will go to playing a 4 at the back to kind of that double pivot midfield with like a number 10. I think the number 10 will be Joe Willock. Joe Willock didn't play in yesterday's game against Rapid Vienna, but we did see him at the end kind of cheering on the players and, you know, giving a congrats. So I do really expect him to play against Spurs in the North London derby, and we're going to need him. We're going to need him to deliver the goals that, you know, that he's done for Arsenal before, and if he can do that in the North London derby, well, I could say anyone who manages to score in the North London derby is exactly the type of player that, you know, you kind of pencil in for potentially being a legend at Arsenal Football Club, because I mean, Spurs are our rivals and we always want to beat them every single time. This is one of the most important games of the season, not just because we need the 3 points, and we do need the 3 points out of this game. I'm expecting a draw. I'm going to say this right now. I do think it's going to be 1-1, but I do think that we do need to get the win out of this game. It's a must. I know Thomas Partey is out, and unless Mikel Arteta has been telling little pork pies, fibbing, not telling us the truth in regards to his injury, it's very unlikely that we're going to see Thomas Partey play against Spurs on Sunday. But the midfield, I feel that with El Nene coming back is a good thing. Unfortunately, we're going to see Granit Xhaka come back, which is always never a good thing. The guy's useless, can't pass the ball. Sideways, backwards passing, unacceptable. And I just feel the time is done for Granit Xhaka going forward in terms of this Arsenal squad. But Arteta seems to like him, and unfortunately I think that we will continue to see Granit Xhaka get chances at Arsenal in that midfield, playing in that double pivot. And then in defence, I think that right back we're probably going to see Hector Bellerin, even though I probably would prefer Cedric Soares, especially with the way how he played there yesterday against Rapid Vienna. I do expect to see Gabriel come back along with Rob Holding. I think he will also play, and then Kieran Tierney at left back, and obviously with Bernd Leno in goal, which is a standard lineup. But even though I think it's going to be a standard lineup for Mikel Arteta, there is open and there is room for surprises. We could potentially see Thomas Partey. I think it's unlikely based on everything that we've heard, but we can see that surprise. Maybe Eddie Nketiah will start. I mean, who knows? Eddie Nketiah has got 4 goals, with Lacazette and Pepe is tied, all of them. You know, and it's about time we see Eddie Nketiah, our young gunners, getting a chance at Arsenal in that first team, and it's such an important game. Could you imagine, you guys are fans, seeing Eddie Nketiah score a goal, curler, 85th minute, top right hand corner against one of our main rivals? I mean, that is what fans love, and that's what I want to see. But you know, Arteta's the man. As a fan, I'm going to support him all day long. You will rarely hear negative stuff from me, but I will continue to support, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we get the draw that I'm predicting, or even better, we get the win, which would be even better. It would take us right back up to about 6th or 7th in the table. You know, we've got a good number of games coming in, and we do need to kick things in gear. So I guess finally it's more about, can we start to transform that Europa League form and bring that onto the Premier League? Because if we can do that, we could definitely get a draw out of this and maybe even get a win. But what are your guys' thoughts on this? I mean, what do you think the score is going to be? Leave your comments below on your predictions of the game. Do let me know your thoughts. I know it's pretty tough for Arsenal fans right now. I know everybody's talking about Arteta out, but I just can't join the bandwagon on the Arteta out thing. I just don't think it's not that bad yet. There's still time for things to improve, and I know you don't want to hear it, but things can definitely improve. So leave your comments below on your thoughts on the game. You know, let's stay positive. The game isn't, you know, all is not lost. We still got lots of games left, and we can turn this stuff around. So do remember, leave your comments below, continue to like and subscribe, thumbs up, and I will see you all next time.